Hello, everyone. Welcome to the official video livestream of the 2026 Munich Shanghai Electronics Show. I am the editor-in-chief of Electronics Enthusiast, Wu Zipeng. This time, we have invited our clients to the KOHER Shanghai Electronics Company, Limited, China's large-scale sales manager, Mr. Pu Xuxian. Hello, Mr. Hu. First, let's talk about the magnetic components market of Electronics Enthusiast. What changes have happened to the demand of Chinese customers? What kind of products and market strategies have been made by the customers? We have discovered that the customer is not only concerned about the price of the product, but also about the quality and service of the product, which is becoming higher and higher. At present, we have also provided some high-end equipment and professional FIE team to provide some support for the customers. In fact, we have provided some new prices and some political services for the products. You may have just talked about our non-profit products and industrial. In fact, we have seen that this market is full of competition. In addition to the international head of the market, there is also the competition of the domestic excellent enterprises. How do the customers see the competition of the current global market? These international investors for some of our industries have a long-term enterprise. In fact, their advantages are more than the effectiveness of the industry and the quality of the brand. In terms of this, we have some competitiveness on the core of the advantage. In addition, we have some advantages of our company. We have excellent sales teams, professional FIE teams and high-end supply chain teams to improve customer recognition and recognition by some comprehensive services. Then we all know that the importance of service system is still to serve the product. The next question I would like to ask you is, in our core products, for example, e-commerce, these e-commerce areas, what is the market status of the current customers? Because you just mentioned that the competition of the market is still more complicated. What are the advantages of e-commerce? Our company's product is mainly the advantages of e-commerce that you mentioned earlier. Then the supply chain of e-commerce and video support. The advantages of e-commerce are that we have established our own factory in China over the past few years. It is a factory of 1099, and there are now Sichuan Nanchang and Guangdong Heiyuan. In addition, we also added some new developments, including the development of some of our own products. At present, we have developed a short-term structure of e-commerce in Guangdong Heiyuan, mainly to improve the reliability and safety of the products. E-commerce is mainly due to the safety of e-commerce. Then, we have developed some other reasons for e-commerce. For example, we are not just looking at our own products, including some new developments that we have also done in the same way. For example, e-commerce, we have also developed some sense of e-commerce to improve the competitiveness of some of our brand in the market. You just mentioned safety in e-commerce, and you also mentioned e-commerce. In this e-commerce exhibition, did we bring any new products related to e-commerce on the stage? What are the obvious advantages of e-commerce? The main advantage of e-commerce is to improve the efficiency of a product, and then improve the performance of the product. The main advantage is that we can start from these 3 points, and then we also have these products on our stage. We will introduce these 3 points to the public. We just talked about e-commerce. Especially in this field, e-commerce may be a rule of the product, and it may also be a fundamental factor in the supply of products. We have some international clients, and especially in terms of quality, they actually have high requirements for e-commerce. You mentioned in the beginning that we are in terms of supply and protection. So, for those clients who have high requirements, what kind of supply and protection system do we have? The main advantage of e-commerce is the stability of the product and the quality of the product. Because we all agree on these benefits, because they have been growing in the market for many years. The stability of e-commerce is good for their reputation, and we also have some competition with e-commerce. We have some high-end products, or we have some supply and protection, including some of our clients' practical application cases, to improve the quality and performance of our clients. I have a question for you. You mentioned that our clients' application cases, especially in the field of e-commerce, we know that the power of the main market is very strong. Many systems have it to lead, including the supply and protection system that you mentioned just now, and the security system. How do we cooperate with them to create more competitive solutions? We will make a big deal out of e-commerce solutions. We have a professional team to serve the main market, and we will regularly communicate with the big main market and their e-commerce departments. We will also regularly promote our new products to them, and according to the requirements of the client's e-commerce, we will also regularly develop some products. We will also increase the interaction between us and the car manufacturers. Through them, we will make some products that are suitable for e-commerce and e-commerce. We all know that the first big e-commerce industry. I would like to invite you to talk about your experience of e-commerce. In the next year, will you still participate in e-commerce? What I would like to talk about is, because you have talked about many products and technologies, including some of the e-commerce departments, will you take part in e-commerce this time? Will you take part in e-commerce in the entire Chinese region? Yes. The effect of e-commerce is very impressive. We have a lot of customers who come to participate in e-commerce. Through e-commerce, we also have a deeper interaction with these customers. At the same time, through e-commerce, we have developed new cars, new employees, and some AI services, including some new customers who are experienced. Through e-commerce, we have a clear understanding of their current needs. Through this understanding, we will have the opportunity to interact with them or some product development, and we can better deal with our business cooperation. It is also a great help to our company's brand or our industry growth. We will continue to participate in e-commerce, such as Miniaturization, to improve our products in the market, including our products, so that we can improve the quality of e-commerce and the ability to produce products. I believe that through the introduction of e-commerce, we have a clear understanding of their technology and the competitiveness of the products. We also hope that you can have a deeper understanding of e-commerce, so that you can go to the e-commerce website to learn about these products. Thank you very much for your wonderful introduction. See you next time.